Do you have these top 5 most ultra-rare and valuable George I pennies worth thousands that are highly coveted by coin collectors? With only 5 known coins remaining, the George I pennies is both extremely rare and highly sought after. These 5 valuable George I pennies that could be hiding in your change the next time you rummage through your spare change for laundry or your morning coffee. Keep an eye out. The 1916 George V one penny is a coin that embodies the history, challenges, and resilience of the United Kingdom during World War I. While not all 1916 pennies are rare, certain varieties and minting errors make some examples highly sought after by collectors. The value of these coins can range from a few cents to several $100s, depending on their condition and unique features. For numismatists and history enthusiasts alike, the 1916 penny offers a fascinating glimpse into the past. Whether collected for its historical significance or its numismatic value, this coin remains an important part of British coinage history and a reminder of a pivotal moment in world history. Rarity and varieties of the 1916 penny. While the 1916 penny itself is not considered extremely rare, certain varieties and minting errors can make specific coins more valuable to collectors. The rarity of a coin is often determined by factors such as mintage numbers, condition, and any unusual features that differentiate it from other coins of the same type. One aspect of the 1916 penny that can influence its rarity is the existence of minting errors. Minting errors occur when there are mistakes during the production process, leading to coins with unusual features. These errors can include misaligned dies, double strikes, and off-center designs. Coins with these errors are typically more valuable because they are rare and sought after by collectors. Another factor that can contribute to the rarity of a 1916 penny is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved and show little wear are more valuable than those that are heavily circulated and worn. Collectors often seek out coins in higher grades, such as uncirculated or extremely fine, which retain their original details and luster. Value of the 1916 George V penny. The value of a 1916 George V penny can vary significantly depending on its condition, rarity, and any unique features it may possess. In general, circulated coins that show signs of wear and tear are worth less than those that are in pristine condition. Collectors typically use a grading scale to determine the condition of a coin, with grades ranging from poor to uncirculated. Poor to fair condition. A 1916 penny in poor to fair condition, which has been heavily circulated and shows significant wear, may be worth only a few cents to $1. These coins have lost much of their original detail and are of limited interest to collectors. Good to very good condition. A penny in good to very good condition, which still shows some detail but has visible signs of wear, may be worth between $1 to $5. These coins are more collectible but are still relatively common. Fine to very fine condition. A coin in fine to very fine condition, with moderate wear but still retaining clear details, may be worth between $5 to $15. These coins are more desirable to collectors and can fetch higher prices. Extremely fine to about uncirculated condition. A penny in extremely fine to about uncirculated condition, with only slight wear and sharp details, may be worth between $20 to $100 or more. These coins are in high demand due to their excellent preservation. Uncirculated condition. A 1916 penny in uncirculated condition, which has never been used in circulation and retains its original mint luster, can be worth $50 to $350 or more. These coins are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Coins with minting errors or unique die varieties can fetch even higher prices, depending on the rarity and desirability of the specific error or variety. For example, a 1916 penny with a prominent double strike or a misaligned die could be worth several $1,000s or more, depending on the severity of the error and the demand among collectors. The 1917 George V one penny is a fascinating coin that encapsulates the history of early 20th century Britain. Minted during a time of global conflict and domestic change, this coin serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by the British people during World War I. For collectors, the 1917 penny offers both historical significance and potential value, with prices ranging from a few pounds to several £100 depending on the coin's condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics. Whether as a piece of British history or a valuable addition to a numismatic collection, the 1917 George V penny continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its design, production, and the era in which it was minted all contribute to its enduring appeal, making it a cherished coin in the world of numismatics. Minting and production. The 1917 George V penny was produced at the Royal Mint in London, the primary minting facility for British coinage. During World War I, the production of coinage was affected by the war effort, but pennies continued to be struck in large numbers to meet the needs of the public. Despite the war, the demand for small change remained high, and the Royal Mint worked to ensure that enough coins were available for everyday transactions. Rarity and varieties. While the 1917 penny is not considered a rare coin in general circulation, there are some factors that can affect its rarity and value. These include the condition of the coin, any errors or variations in the minting process, and the presence of certain die varieties. Condition. Like all coins, the condition of the 1917 penny plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved over the years, with minimal wear and no damage, are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily circulated or damaged. Collectors typically look for coins that are in at least very fine condition or better, though coins in extremely fine or uncirculated condition are the most desirable. Minting errors. Coins with minting errors or die varieties are often considered rarer and more valuable than standard coins. For the 1917 penny, notable minting errors can include misstrikes, double strikes, or die cracks. These errors are relatively uncommon, and when they are found, they can increase the value of the coin substantially. Varieties. In some cases, slight variations in the design or lettering of a coin can lead to the creation of different varieties. For the 1917 penny, there are no widely recognized major varieties, but collectors should be aware of any subtle differences that could affect the coin's rarity and value. Value of the 1917 George V 1 penny. The value of a 1917 George V penny can vary significantly based on factors such as condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics of the coin. Generally, these coins are widely collected, and their value can range from a few pounds for a heavily circulated example to several £100s for a coin in pristine condition. Circulated coins. A 1917 penny in average circulated condition is relatively common and may be valued between £1 and £5, depending on the degree of wear. These coins are often collected as part of a larger set of George V pennies or British pre-decimal coinage. Higher grade coins. Coins in better condition, such as those graded as very fine or extremely fine, are more valuable. A 1917 penny in VF condition might be valued between £10 and £50, while an EF coin could fetch between £50 and £150, depending on the market. Uncirculated coins. Coins that have never been circulated and remain in their original mint state are the most valuable. A 1917 penny in uncirculated condition can be worth several £100s, with some examples fetching prices of £500 or more at auction. The 1928 George V penny, a prominent British coin, holds significant historical and numismatic value. Although it was part of the regular penny coinage issued under the reign of King George V, certain varieties and conditions make it especially sought after by collectors. This piece provides an in-depth examination of the coin's history, mintage, design, notable varieties, and market value. The British penny continued to play a significant role in trade and everyday transactions during the interwar period. However, the number of pennies minted in 1928 was considerably lower than in previous years, contributing to its relative rarity in today's numismatic market. Varieties and errors. While the 1928 George V penny is already considered scarce due to its relatively low mintage, certain varieties and errors increase its desirability among collectors. Coin varieties occur when slight differences in design or manufacturing arise during the minting process. For the 1928 penny, some of the most significant varieties include subtle differences in the alignment of the reverse design, particularly in the positioning of Britannia or the lettering. Error coins from this period can also command higher prices. Errors occur when mistakes are made during the production process, leading to coins with anomalies such as double strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Though error pennies from 1928 are relatively rare, when they do surface, they tend to attract significant attention from collectors due to their uniqueness. Market value. The market value of the 1928 George V penny varies significantly based on its grade and any unique characteristics, such as varieties or errors. The coin's value can range from a few pounds for heavily worn examples to several £100s or more for coins in uncirculated condition. Low-grade examples. Pennies in lower grades generally sell for around £5 to £20, depending on the level of wear. These coins are usually of interest to budget-conscious collectors or those assembling a full set of George V pennies. Mid-grade examples. Coins in these grades can fetch prices ranging from £15 to £50. The higher the grade, the more desirable the coin becomes, especially if it retains much of its original detail and luster. High-grade examples. Uncirculated or nearly uncirculated examples of the 1928 penny can command prices from £100 to £500 or more, depending on the specific grade and any additional factors such as varieties or errors. The rarity of high-grade coins makes them particularly sought after by advanced collectors. Auction records for high-grade 1928 pennies show that exceptional examples can achieve prices well above their estimated value, especially if they have been certified by a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Varieties and errors. Collectors with an interest in varieties or errors may want to seek out specific examples of the 1928 penny that exhibit these characteristics. These coins are rarer and often command premium prices. The 1946 George VI 1 penny coin holds a distinct place in British numismatic history, falling within the post-World War II period. This coin, issued during King George VI's reign, is part of the long and storied history of British coinage. It remains a fascinating piece for collectors, especially in higher grades or with specific minting errors. This essay explores the history, production, design, and value of the 1946 George VI 1 penny. The 1946 penny was struck in bronze, which was the standard composition for British pennies from 1860 until 1970. The bronze alloy used for the coin was composed of 95.5% copper, 3% tin, and 1.5% zinc. The coin had a diameter of 30.81 mm and weighed 9.45 grams. These specifications have remained largely unchanged since the introduction of the bronze penny in the mid-19th century. Although the 1946 penny is not exceptionally rare, there are factors that can increase its desirability among collectors. For example, coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double strikes, are considered rare and can command higher prices. Additionally, proof versions of the 1946 penny, which were struck with specially prepared dies and polished blanks for collectors, are far rarer than their circulation counterparts and can be quite valuable. Collecting the 1946 penny. For collectors, the 1946 George VI penny holds interest primarily due to its historical context and its place within the broader series of George VI pennies. As mentioned earlier, condition is a key factor in determining the value of a 1946 penny. Circulated examples in lower grades, such as good, G, or very good, VG, are quite common and typically have little value beyond their historical significance. Such coins may be worth only a few pence to a pound, depending on their condition. However, higher grade examples can be more valuable. Uncirculated coins, which show no signs of wear and retain their original luster, are much scarcer and can command higher prices. An uncirculated 1946 penny in mint state, MS, condition can be worth several pounds, with prices varying depending on the specific grade. Coins graded MS60 to MS65 can fetch anywhere from £5 to £20 or more, depending on the market and demand. Proof versions of the 1946 penny are particularly sought after by collectors. These coins were not intended for circulation and were struck with greater care, resulting in a higher level of detail and a more polished appearance. Proof pennies from 1946 are relatively rare, and their value can vary significantly depending on their condition. A high-grade proof 1946 penny can be worth several £100s, making it a prized addition to any collection. Value of the 1946 George VI penny. The value of the 1946 George VI penny can vary widely depending on its condition and any unique characteristics it may have, such as minting errors or proof status. Below is a general guide to the potential value of a 1946 penny in different conditions. Good to very good. Circulated coins in these lower grades are common and typically have little numismatic value. They may be worth only a few pence to £1. Fine to very fine. Coins in these mid-range grades show moderate wear but retain more detail than lower grade examples. They may be worth £1 to £10, depending on their condition. Extremely fine. Coins in this grade show only slight wear and retain much of their original detail. They may be worth £5 to £50 or more. Uncirculated MS60 to MS65, uncirculated coins with no signs of wear and strong luster can be worth £10 to £100 or more, depending on the specific grade. Proof Proof versions of the 1946 penny are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Their value can vary significantly depending on their condition, but they may be worth several £500 or more. The 1948 George VI 1 penny is a notable coin in British numismatic history, representing the post-war recovery and the reign of a beloved monarch. While it is not the rarest British penny, it holds a special place in collections due to its historical significance and relatively low mintage. Collectors interested in the history of British coinage, particularly the reign of King George VI, may find the 1948 penny an attractive addition to their collection. As with any coin, the value of the 1948 penny depends on its condition and rarity, with well-preserved examples fetching higher prices on the market. Whether as a piece of history or a collectible item, the 1948 George VI penny continues to captivate the interest of numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. The transition in coinage, the post-war years also marked a transition in British coinage. The 1940s were a time of both continuity and change for British pennies. While the design remained largely consistent with earlier years, economic pressures and a changing political landscape influenced minting practices. The 1948 penny was minted during a time when copper and bronze were still used for coinage, but the pressure to move towards more cost-effective materials would soon influence the direction of British coinage. The mintage figures for the 1948 penny are relatively modest compared to other years. Approximately 69,510,000 pennies were produced in 1948. While this is a significant number, it is lower than the mintage figures for other post-war years, contributing to the relative scarcity of this coin in higher grades. The composition of the 1948 penny followed the standard for British pennies at the time: 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. This bronze alloy had been used for British pennies since 1860, and it would continue to be used until the change to a copper-plated steel composition in 1992. Rarity and collectability. The 1948 George VI penny is not considered extremely rare, but it holds a certain appeal for collectors due to its place in post-war British history and its relatively low mintage. While millions of 1948 pennies were produced, finding examples in high grades can be more challenging, which enhances their value for collectors. As with most coins, the condition of the 1948 penny greatly affects its value. Coins in uncirculated, mint state, condition are much rarer than those that have been in circulation. Many 1948 pennies were used in everyday transactions, resulting in significant wear and tear. Coins in higher grades, such as extremely fine, EF, or about uncirculated, AU, are much scarcer and therefore more valuable. Varieties and errors. While the 1948 penny does not have any well-known varieties or errors that contribute to its rarity, collectors should always be on the lookout for minor die variations or striking errors, which can increase a coin's value. Market value. The market value of the 1948 George VI penny depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Below is a general overview of the value range for the 1948 penny in various grades. Good. In this grade, the coin shows heavy wear, and many details may be faint or worn smooth. A 1948 penny in good condition is typically worth around £1 to £5 fine. In fine condition, the coin shows moderate wear, with most of the design elements still visible but with some smoothing of details. A 1948 penny in fine condition can fetch around £1 to £10, very fine. In very fine condition, the coin shows only light wear, with all design elements clearly visible and sharp. A 1948 penny in VF condition might be worth around £5 to £30. Extremely fine. Coins in extremely fine condition show very little wear, with nearly all details intact. A 1948 penny in EF condition can command prices between £10 and £50 about uncirculated. Coins in about uncirculated condition show only the slightest signs of wear, usually limited to the highest points of the design. A 1948 penny in AU condition may be valued at £30 to £150, mint state. Coins in mint state condition are uncirculated and show no signs of wear. These coins are the most desirable to collectors, and a 1948 penny in MS condition can be worth £500 or more, depending on the exact grade and eye appeal.